Hey guys, it's Steven at Edwards Garage in Rocky Mountain House. I got our RV tech Adam,
Right.
and we're going to show you a quick video on how to winterize your trailer as it's coming close to October here, and it's probably time to get that done. I'll let Adam kind of walk you through everything and show you how it's done.
Loosen that off. Now I'm just going to pull this valve just to make sure there's no pressure. And stand back a little bit because sometimes it peeks out again. As you can see, this ANOIDE rod is starting to get eaten down. It's probably good for another season yet, but for the $22 they're worth, they're definitely worth the investment of replacing quite often. So in this trailer here, it's a little easier to see than some other trailers that we tried to record on, but this one here, as you can see, has a 2-valve system. There's a valve there and a valve there. To bypass this one here, you just turn the valve in line with this loop here. Now any fluid you run through the system is going to just run through there and completely bypass the hot water tank. So in this trailer here, on this hot water tank, we have what's called a 3-valve system. So this valve currently, because the system is winterized, is in closed position. So is that one. However, this one's in the open position. So any fluids that come through here is going to go through the pipe, back up, and back around this way and through the system. And it's going to bypass the hot water tank. In a normal operation for summer mode, you would have this one closed, that one open, and that one open. So this one here is a single valve hot water tank for bypass. The valve is back in there. It's kind of hard to see amongst all the piping. But the general idea, this one's already winterized, so the fluids are going to flow this way, up that way, and back down this pipe here. To de-winterize in the summertime, that valve would face towards this pipe underneath here, feeding the cold inlet of the hot water tank. Okay, now not all trailers are going to be all in the same situation, same setups, same whatever. Every trailer is different. Under here in this particular trailer is the pump. So now this trailer happens to have a bypass line. So there's a valve under here, which I just turned. I pointed it towards this line, which means we're going to pull fluid from this line and not from the tank now. Most trailers are only going to use about 2 jugs, 2 4-liter jugs of antifreeze. I'm not going to say every trailer is going to, because I have had trailers that use 5. I've had trailers that use 1. I just have 3 here for that way I have an extra one just in case. So you point that in there. And now that you have everything turned off, we should be able to walk over here and turn on the water pump in this trailer. And it's going to pump some antifreeze into the system. And now it's full and pressurized, but we're not done yet. Now we'll go to each tap, run it till it runs pink, let it run a little bit longer. Go to both sides, hot and cold. As you can see, running the low point drains didn't get all the water out of the system, which is still why you have to replace the water with antifreeze. It just helps. Point it down into the shower. We ran out of antifreeze, so it's going to take a minute to build pressure again. Okay. Hang that back up. Now I generally undo the shower hose, just in case for some reason, that way the shower hose doesn't burst. Okay, and then you got your outside shower. Not every trailer has an outside shower, but make sure if you do have one, you do it. Till it all runs pink again. And once again, reach in there and undo the shower hose. I just coil it back up, lay it in there. Now, after we were doing all that, as you can see, the hot water tank is now drained. So we're just going to put the cover on, leave the anode rod as it sits there. So come springtime, we know exactly where it's at. So now, when you're all said and done, you got all your fluids. Every tap is running pink fluid through it. Go through it and turn your pump back off so that you don't drain your battery. Now, just to be sure, we did run pink down the drains when we ran tap, but just to double check, we're just going to pour some down the drains to fill the P-traps with some antifreeze so they don't crack during the winter. Down every drain, including the shower. Toilet doesn't have to be done because the toilet actually does not have a P-trap in it. It's a straight drop pipe down into the tank. So there shouldn't be any trapped liquids in the toilet. Now when you're all said and done, pull your hose out, let it drain a little bit because it's going to have some trapped in the hose. Put the cap back on if yours has a cap. Tuck the hose back in and close up all your covers that you have opened up throughout the process. I leave everything in winterize mode, the bypass valve, the hot water tank. I leave everything in winterize mode so that way there's no accidental chance of somebody turning on the fresh water tank if there so happens to be any water in the system, which there should not be because it should be drained out for winterizing. But just in case, the water doesn't get pumped back into the system. Now, one important step in winterizing a trailer, in this case, which is kind of nice, they have these access doors. Make sure you drain your holding tanks. So take it to a dump station and dump out the tanks. I'm not going to do it here because obviously we're not at the dump station. But this trailer is already empty, so there's no point in pulling the valves. Another thing you got to watch for is, in this case, freshwater tank, which is way underneath here. There's the valve of this trailer, which we'll just pull the fresh tank. As you can see, there is fresh water still left in the system. So we'll drain that out.
All right, guys, that's how you winterize your trailer, specifically an outdoors RV. But please refer to your owner's manual as every trailer is a bit different. Their hot water tanks and stuff are a bit different and whatnot. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call us. or just give us a shout and book it in, and we'll get it winterized for you, and you don't have to worry about the hassle. We're located in Rocky Mountain House. We're right on the corner.
Right on the price.
Thank you.